week 3. If you've missed the first couple of weeks, don't worry, they're still here, you can watch them below. But this week I am introducing something slightly different. This is Dear Angelica, which was written and directed by Saschka Unseld, who used to head up the Oculus story studio. So what's it about? Dear Angelica is a story about a young girl, teenage girl, coming to terms with the death of her mother, Angelica, who also just so happens to be a movie star. It explores grief, it explores admiration, inspiration, the inextricable bond between mother and daughter. In making Dear Angelica, the studio also made a whole new animation tool called Quill, which is still available to use, and it's a piece of software that allows the illustrators to make 3D animation within a VR headset. So you're making VR within VR. So how would I watch this one? It's quite similar actually to Notes in Blindness. So I'd recommend shutting the blinds, shutting the curtains, turning the light off, sitting on your bed, in the middle of your bed, because I just feel that that allows you to look 360 and look above you and look below you, and allows you a sort of safe space to be able to do that. So that's where I like to watch it. This one lasts about 12-13 minutes, so make sure you're undisturbed for that long. It's available on the Oculus Quest, Rift and Go. I don't think it's available on the Samsung VR Gear. So that's enough from me for the time being. Press pause once I stop talking and you can experience Dear Angelica for yourselves. And then if you'd like to hear my thoughts about it, you can unpause and I'll give a little bit more of a critique afterwards. I just don't want to give any spoilers away now. So pause and enjoy. So what I really like about Dear Angelica is the way the form and the content merge. So, you know the way the art director, Wesley Allsbrook, she sketches the memories as the daughter of Angelica remembers all these wonderful stories, fiction and non-fiction, about her mother. And I read an interview by the writer and director Saschka Unseld, who said that the way that the animation, that the brushstrokes are animated and take your eye around the frame, is that what you call it in 360 cinema? I don't know, it's not really, is it? It's the circle, the circumference. So that was actually a happy accident. So Saschka and Wellesley were being shown the rendering of the animation by Ingo Quilles, who was the software developer who made Quill during this creative process. And in loading up the images, that's the way the software showed it. So it did the first stroke, then the second stroke, then the third stroke, then the fourth stroke. And then Unseld was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Why don't we use that? And of course that really works with thinking about memory and thinking about the loss of somebody. There one moment, if you reverse that and you delete stroke by stroke by stroke, which it uses so beautifully, you have a great representation there of memories evaporating, or indeed a person that you love evaporating. And it's got me really inspired. I might even try to learn Quill. I mean, considering I can't really draw, I might not have that much luck with that. Maybe I'll collaborate with someone who can draw and then they can give Quill a go. What I also love about the animation, which Quill has enabled them to do, is the fact that she's writing a letter to her late mother, and those words then jump off the page and take your eye around on this beautiful journey. There's something really poetic about that. I guess animation also really works when you're dealing with a subject of imagination and the magic of Hollywood and movie making and storytelling. Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? You know, she's as if she's drawing the stories that her mother was a part of, and doodling almost the stories that her mum both acted in, but also their stories that connected the two of them. Something really touching about that being in hand-drawn strokes. So that's it. That is this week's recommendation. I'd love to hear your thoughts on both Dear Angelica and anything else that you happen to be watching in VR 360 cinema. You can pop your comments below or send us a message on Instagram. We'll try and get back to you as soon as we can. And hopefully see you next week. Annie will be back next week with another VR and 360 cinema recommendation. Have a good week and stay safe.